This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Claressa Shields is doing a round of interviews. We've seen her on everywhere, and she's still defending her relationship with Papoose when nobody really is challenging it. It's really her own insecurities, okay? We all know who Papoose is, me especially, okay? And because I've worked with him before, and I just know his character, right? Remy Ma exposed him in this relationship a while back. Now, Remy Ma is not perfect herself. She cheated on Papoose with Timu Papoose, okay? He's the block captain. But she claims she was driven to that because Papoose was doing this and this and this. And I could see where that relationship might have not have worked because Papoose is an impossible person to deal with, period. Okay? I was kind of shocked that she even got with him like that, you know, like stayed with him after a while. But you know what? He did hold her down while she was in prison. And when they came out, she got to work. And maybe she felt indebted to him, like, you know, he was with me while I was in prison, blah, 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 you know, so it is what it is. But anyways, Claressa Shields claims that Papoose pays all the bills and he's a real man, okay? Yeah, maybe with your money, okay? And, you know, all the Papoose fans can get in my comments all you want, okay? But the truth is the truth. Can Papoose rap? Yes, I will never contest that. He can put words together and his lyrics are dope. Is he better off writing for somebody else? Even Claressa Shields delivers Papoose lyrics better than Papoose. He wrote this song for her that she obviously, you know, he obviously wrote it for her because it's way better. Even with Remy, Papoose, that's something that Remy benefited from. Papoose definitely helped write her rhymes, for sure. I have no doubt in my mind that she had a lot of assistance from Papoose, you know, because like you could tell when her bars fell off. It was when they fell off, you know. That's just a fact. Can Remy spit? Yeah, but like Papoose, definitely, he's a good ghostwriter. Now, Papoose is not getting booked for shows. His music does not sell, and that's just a fact. And that's only because of his own laziness. He had a movement going up until 2009 and 10, and he let it go away. He didn't drop anything for like a decade, really. You know, he didn't focus on his own career and was living off of Remy's royalties and his own royalties. And then he got that job at TuneCore, and that wasn't really like it was like a sponsorship gig, you know. It really was. Like, I don't care what they called it. That's what it was, you know? That didn't pay that much either, you know? So, like, the way he's getting money now is he's helping road manage Claressa Shields, okay? And maybe he uses that money to pay her mortgage. I don't know. Do we even care? No, she's bringing it up. When I react to this stuff, it's being brought up. I'm not digging deep into this. She's giving us the information, and we know it's false. It's just certain things you just know are false, okay? You just have some secret executive job somewhere. Come on, you know? And you know what? If they want to be happy in private. Because once you bring things to the public, it gets judged by the public, you know? She's great at boxing, but, you know, people are going to call out BS when they see it. Just like right now. But more power to them, okay? I'm not... Claressa Shields is going to be... She was born to be great. She's a great boxer. She's great at promoting herself, and it's really how you promote yourself in boxing. I've noticed that, especially over the past 20 years. Mayweather was a great promoter. He's a great boxer, but he's just a great promoter. But sometimes the money runs out. You got to be careful with your money. I mean, we all learned from Mike Tyson back in the day. Mike Tyson preached this, and Mayweather still somehow ran out of money. Or is running low on funds, and now he has to fight again this year. He'll make it back, but I hope he changes his ways. You don't need 3 private jets flying back to back in the air, you know, and he does that sometimes to bring all his people with him. Usher says he doesn't have anything negative to say about Diddy while praising the producer's valuable contributions. 50 Cent reacts and says, Usher, like, I don't want people to know what he did to me, to my behind. I'm a grown man now. My behind is off limits. I'm going to be honest with you. Something funny went on there. I don't know what happened, but somehow Bieber's mad at Usher because Usher introduced Bieber to Diddy too, remember? So that's a big thing. I don't know. 50 is going to stay on anybody's neck, 50 Cent, yeah, you already saw that. And then we got, so Jay-Z interview is, I think New Face is the one who put it out. Great interview. I'm going to give it that. We all know Jay-Z is in reprogramming mode because so many salacious things have been put out about him, but the Epstein list, the Diddy files. I don't believe any of that stuff, but that's what happens when you hang out with somebody that's up to no good. Everybody knew Diddy was up to no good. It just happened that, Diddy and Jay-Z did a lot of business at one point, and they threw parties together and, professional parties, not these, not the Diddy parties, the professional ones like the Rock Brunch, that kind of stuff. Stuff like that, just as an example. I'm not saying they did that together, but I'm just saying that's an example. And, when you're affiliated with something like that, sometimes you get some of the backlash. Jay-Z obviously doesn't do that kind of stuff, okay? I don't care how much... Jay-Z's guilty of enough things. He's not guilty of that, Meaning, his business is sometimes only beneficial to Jay-Z, and it hurts other people, but it is what it is. Anyways, he talks about his relationship with J. Cole, and he says it's, things get a little hairy behind the scenes when people call for audits and everything, and I look at it as, he's really media trained. I mean, obviously Jay-Z's been doing this for over 30 years, but his media training is insane, bro. The way he kind of maneuvered with that, where he was like, oh, I look at an opportunity to prove I'm above board as it's a good opportunity to prove yourself. And I'm like, okay. And he says, I think we're good. I'm super proud of him. I mean, I sent that mixtape by Clue sent it to me because he was proud. He was in the mix still. Why, underhanded comments from Jay-Z is great. Like, he's like, Clue was proud he was still in the mix. What? It's DJ Clue, bro. Like, come on, like, Clue's always in the mix, whether he's in the mix or not. Clue set the standard, Clue reset the standard for mixtapes. He's a legend. All right. But anyways, Jay-Z said that. And then he says, Cole didn't send it to me. So, what tells me is this is a fractured relationship forever. You can have a fractured relationship with somebody and still have respect for them. I have tons of respect for people in my past where without those links, certain things wouldn't have happened, And that's one thing Jay-Z said during this interview that I thought was very inspiring. He says, when people say God forbid because, something negative might have happened, maybe you didn't get that deal, you didn't get this. He says, if I had gotten a deal, that would have been the worst thing that happened to me. Me not getting a deal brought me to where I am today because it forced us to become independent. We learned the business a different way, and it gives you a different mindset instead of just being an artist. I'm sure all those labels that turned him down wish they had signed him because it would have kept him as an artist forever. Maybe it would have changed his mentality to not being a boss, just being an artist. So it's really a blessing sometimes. But yeah, I believe their relationship is still fractured. Academics claims Little Baby's team dropped $40K trying to flip the video after bad PR. That might be true. We'll get into that a little later. Sora, an AI called Sora, has ended. You're going to see a lot of shakeups in AI. It costs a lot of money for AI to exist. Amazon servers, everything. What you're probably going to see is there'll be a couple big contenders. Grok's definitely one. ChatGPT's one, and there's a couple others that will be around. But I think Grok is getting a lot of subscriptions. I don't know how many subscriptions ChatGPT is, but Grok is pretty useful and accessible. It's more accessible, and being accessible there's a free version of Grok, just like there's a free version of ChatGPT, but Grok's is more accessible because it's attached to X. It's attached to another social media platform. So I think that there'll be like 3 more contenders, and then I think that like as time goes on, you'll see like the big 3 kind of like rap, and you'll have a leader, and then 2 follow behind. At one point, one will be proven to be similar to YouTube. Like, it can't be beat, I think it's going to be Grok, to be honest with you, because it's incorporated in so many things. I mean, it's in my car, It's like, it's in both of my cars, It's because I drive Teslas, so it's like it's in both of my cars, and it makes it easier to drive. You just tell it what to do, and it adjusts things accordingly. Let's see. The Army's raising the maximum enlistment. That just shows me that a lot of people aren't enlisting in the Army anymore. They're gonna have to make different incentives. And they're waiving the conviction of marijuana possession, which should happen anyways. DaBaby talks about how he went from making $500K to $300K to only $30K a show after his cancellation. I don't think he deserved to be canceled, but it just shows you, man. You got to pivot quickly, because you never know. That's why Jay-Z, in a sense, is doing this, change the narrative, dropping music, doing shows, and all this other stuff, because it changes the narrative of all the negative press that's been going on. So it's important to change that narrative quickly and get ahead of it. Anyways, I think that's about it for now. We're going to play catch up. Yesterday was bad. I was traveling, and I was destroyed when I got the TSA lines. The Delta lines were crazy yesterday, and I was I had been up since 2 a.m. Well, I didn't even go to sleep. I just went right to the airport. I was there at the airport from 3 a.m. Finally took off at 8 a.m., and I just made my flight. And then I'm in Jamaica with family. I'll be here for a little bit, and then I'll go back home. So I just slept a lot of the day yesterday. I got one video up, but we'll get back on it today. Appreciate you all. This is JordanTower with JT News. Smash that like button. Do not forget to smash that like button. And subscribe. Get those subscriptions up. I will check you on the next video very shortly. Peace.